Welcome back, boys and girls. Look at this livery, eh? 737, obviously. Someone was in stream a few days ago, and they were asking, they're pretty new to flight simulators, and we're trying to get into the 737s, and we're asking how I do flight plans, and how you set up the FMC and stuff. So today I'm going to treat the beginning of this video kind of like a tutorial to deal with that stuff. I've got a SimBrief window pulled up, and I haven't done anything for the dispatch system, so we're going to go through the whole thing together. 1 second, gizmo. Turn that off, yeah. And while I'm thinking of it, let's disable Squawk Box plugin so we get some traffic. McFaddy, yeah, we were just talking about retro liveries. Delta is one of my favorites, and this particular livery is my childhood right here. Love this thing. If you're interested, this might be good for you. I'm about to do a little tutorial with SimBrief to show how I do stuff for the tubes. Seems complicated, but it's not actually. GPU is connected, but I have not done anything up in this piece. First, close the battery guard over here. Switch us over to ground power. You can see the ground power is generating electricity for us. Click down here on the ground power switch to get it on the bus. And we have electricity. Close the emergency exit lights, and we'll put seatbelts to auto. Logo lights, position lights on steady, and we're good.
Wisconsin 4282, we're on Texas right in November.
November to the world, Wisconsin 4282.
So you can go and get our electric and hydraulic pumps on, and that will do. Sea level for Houston is 0 feet roughly, so that's fine for now. Leave that where it's at. Come over here. Open our door. The first thing I'm going to do is get the weather just so we have baseline so I can double check to make sure that we're getting the right runways. 122.
Kilo, X-ray, November, Alpha, airport information, Echo 2153, Zulu, weather, wind 169 at 10, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 332.20, altimeter 2987, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo.
Information Echo.
6146, you got a release time of 1745.
Kilo,
All right, thanks for that, Rico 6146.
121.94, ground control. McFaddy, how about a transponder code today? How about 1237?
Denver 4029, we're on Texas, gave you Texas Juliet.
Texas gave you Juliet, Denver 4029.
That will work. First, we need to get the IRS system aligning the inertial reference system up here on the top. Switch these to align, then nav, align, then nav. And get that on status, which will show you how many minutes until the alignment happens. But to make sure that it aligns on your current position, and come back down to the FMC. Position initialization. Reference airport is K, X-ray, November, Alpha. Copy that into the scratch pad and copy it to set IRS position on that location. Done. And here we go. Let's pop this up.
6002, cross runway 4 Charlie, monitor other side.
Here we go. Here's SimBrief. So we've got our weather already, so we're going to go to the dispatch system here. And then select create new flight. So our departure airport is Northwest Arkansas Regional, which is Kilo X-ray November Alpha. We're going to Houston, KHOU. Operational flight plan layout. If you select over here, there's a bunch of different formats depending on different airlines. I'm familiar with Lido and Delta Airlines, which is what I've got selected, so those are the ones that I've saved as my default. So I've got Delta, and the units are in pounds, but you can select kilograms depending on which you prefer, which aircraft you're flying. In our airframe, we'll go and select, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but we're looking for a 738, 737, 800. So that gives you climb profile, cruise profile, descent, fuel factor, which you can all change. Departure runway, winds here 169 at 10, so that's fine. We're going to go runway 16 for departure. And to check Houston, if you come down here to the route page, you can select different routing, different departures, arrivals. Select this one, for example. It'll automatically load it for you, but we're going to start with here, and then click Sky Vector. So there's the routing we got, saying 500 miles. If you look down here, we can zoom in. Weather in Houston, winds 180 at 15, gusting 19. So I'd probably take runway 13 left, which is the long one, I think. 13 right. Same 13 right. And then back here, so arrival runways. This will automatically select new stars for you if that has to change. We double check there's an instrument approach because it looks like there is weather there. Yeah, there's an ILS for 13 right, so we're going to plan on that for now. Passengers auto, cargo auto. And that should do it. So when you're done, normally I would pop Sky Vector open and keep that open for reference because it has, for example, it's going to have your routing, which is easy, but we can also pull up, we're doing the ILS or localizer for runway 13 right. It's going to give us the
139 going to 31.
localizer frequency and the approach course, as well as all of your altitude restrictions and things like that, and minimums, which are 250 or 300 for us. But I have that open on a second computer next to me anyway. So then once we get everything set up here, we can go generate operational flight plan.
Alright,
he at Charlie, cross 4, monitor tower to runway 1, Frontier 545.
So you get a bunch of information up here. You can see our aircraft, call sign, doesn't matter, original origin, destination, and your alternate airport, cruise altitude, flight level 360, your air time, about an hour and 20 minutes, block time total from startup to gate, your block fuel. All this stuff is also going to be down here on this page, which for our purposes is going to be a little bit more important.
1555 is with you on November.
Passengers, cargo, 0 fuel weight. So we're going to use this. First, to set up the load for the airplane, the 0 fuel weight it's saying that we need is 132,214 pounds. So, see if you guys can. To our load computer here.
19 ready to push off of gate 29.
American 2119.
There's weight, fuel, and balance. So I'm going to zero out the payload to make this a little bit easier.
2119.
So you can see here our 0 fuel weight is currently with 0 payload at 91.2 thousand. And it wants us to have 132.2. So we're just going to subtract 91,200 pounds. So we need to add 41.1. So there we go, 0 fuel weight, 132.3, and our block fuel is 16.5. Oops. 0.5, there we go. There we go. So that's set up. I don't ever mess around with the takeoff center of gravity or anything like that. It seems to fly perfectly well as it is. That's the load complete. So we go to home and we'll start the ground services. They can start loading and cleaning the airplane. While they're doing that, that's when we get to the fun stuff with the FMC. Move this guy back over here. So here's our flight plan down here. We don't have a departure. We're just going to go direct to the Razorback VOR, and then we'll join the J105 jetway. So to get this in the computer, our IRS system just aligned so you can see that the PFDs just came online. Set the altimeter while we're thinking of it. 2987.
Southwest 3982, tower 35-3. Good day. 35-3, so that's good.
See if we can get this so I can see the FMC and our flight plan.
United 354,
There we
tower
go.
135.3. Have a good one.
So first we're going to go to the route page. Origin Airport, obviously KXNA. And we're going to Houston, KHOU. To put your flight plan in, we're going to go to next page. You got VIA, which is for airways, and 2, which is for VORs, NDBs, and fixes.
Retard.
Molin, thanks for the host, yeah bitch. And so our first waypoint is the Razorback VOR RZC. So we're going to go Romeo, Zulu, Charlie. There we go. Language. And then we're going to join the J105 jetway. So we're going to put Airways Juliet 105 on this side. And that's saying we need to put a fix. So the first one is going to be KLUB. Kilo Lima Uniform Bravo Bravo. And because we're going to stay on the J105 jetway for a while, we don't need to put another one in there. We're just going to leave it. So KLUB to MLC. Mike Lima Charlie. And then direct to Bravo Yankee Papa.
We're on tier 1198, ground, hello. Room with 348, taxi via Foxtrot.
Bravo Yankee Papa to Charlie Victor Echo. Direct to Elver. Go next page.
That's your 1198,
Echo
you'll be ready to
Lima
roll.
Lima Victor
Elver.
Romeo.
Right on, that's your 1198, monitor tower 135.3, have a good day.
35-3, good day.
And direct to Neil November Echo Alpha Lima. So here you see where the kids 3, these repeating things at the top, that means that's part of our star or arrival. So we'll leave the flight plan there for now. Go back to the routes page, or sorry, departure and arrival page. Departure obviously from Northwest Arkansas Regional. We're not taking a SID today, and we're going to take runway 1, let me double check. I think we said 16. Yes, 16 is the one that's closest to the terminal. So runway 16 for departure. Back to the departures and arrivals page.
Retard.
Sync rate, thank you for the host. Arrival Houston, we're going to do ILS 13 right. And you can see obviously here the kids 3 arrival, which is here. And our transition is Neil, which is already in the computer. So there the route is complete. All the waypoints that we have from SimBrief are currently in the FMC. So we're going to go route, activate, the execute button's going to light up. So now that sends it to the computer that we've got here.
Alright, Golf Whiskey Alpha, go around United and 34 left, ramp over 34 right.
And to double check that the route is okay, we're going to switch the MFD to plan.
Can you get numbers for the left?
Oh yeah, we have numbers for the left.
Good evening, welcome back.
Thanks, brother.
Alright, this is going to take some finagling. I want the FMC and the MFD in the picture here. That'll do. Alright. So if we go to the legs page now, we can, if we're on the plan for the MFD, we can step through waypoint to waypoint to make sure there are no discontinuities. Step, step, step.
That's your 504, towers 135.3, have a good one.
That's your 504 as well.
Interesting arrival. There are no discontinuities, which is what we're looking for. If there were, you'd basically just click the waypoint to copy it into the scratch pad and then copy that into the discontinuity to fix it. we are good in that regard. So back over to the map page.
Ground about the United 2031 Heavy, 3 Whiskey with Whiskey, taxi.
United 2031 Heavy, ground runway 34 left, taxi via Golf and Whiskey Alpha.
34 left, Golf Whiskey Alpha, United 2031 Heavy.
The route is done, so we can start with the performance page. Since we got the weight and stuff loaded into the computer, we can automatically click next to the ground weight and cruise CG. That'll give you 0 fuel weight. The reserves we're going to get from our flight plan again, so coming back up to the top page with the information. Reserves, FMS reserves, 6.2.
American
And the cost index for the flight is 60. This tells the FMC how much fuel we're going to burn. 60 is okay. The higher the number, the faster and the higher you're going to go. I'm actually bumping up to 100. It's fine. And our cruise altitude, I believe, was flight level 360. You could execute now. Hey Finn, how's it going? Welcome. You could execute the plan now, and that would probably be okay, but we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the stuff as well. So cruise wind, we can get it from here as well. Cruise wind, top of climb winds, 280. So 280 degrees at 61 knots. Over here, your ISA. ISA deviation, P13 means plus 13, so we're just going to put 13. And that gives you your top of climb outside air temperature. Trans limits for the United States, 18,000, so that's good. Go ahead and select our outside temperature, 33 degrees. So here you can, 26K is full engine power. Since we've got a fairly long runway, almost 9,000 feet, we're going to select 24K. We're going to derate the takeoff, which is going to reduce noise and engine wear. On the takeoff page, before we set this, I want to set runway winds. So go to next page. Runway winds are 169 at 10 knots. Go back to the previous page. We'll do flaps 5. Click next to CG. That'll automatically give you your takeoff trim. And since everything else is put in, you can see our V reference speeds, so V1, V rotate, and V2. That is basically it. So we go to close that because we're done, and I'll close you out too. Just go ahead and execute on this side.
Southwest 1648, do you have the numbers for 34 left? Southwest 1648?
Yeah.
South 1648, do you have the numbers for 34 left?
We have numbers for everything. What do you need, 1648?
South 1648, I was just making sure you're not going to have to set your parking brake to reprogram it in.
Hey Kevin, lurking.
We took care of it
So V2 speeds for us, 148. Put that on the MCP.
Yeah, 74 down.
Cruise altitude,
Southwest runway 34 left following.
36,000.
Southwest 34 left, 964.
So I'll put in the pressurization as well, 36,000 feet. Make sure this is on auto, and to set up the air conditioning, I'm going to turn the trim air on. Cabin temperatures, you can control cool or warm. Recirc fans on auto. Packs on auto for now. Isolation valve auto. And because we're going to be starting the APU first, turn the APU bleed on and engine bleeds off. Done. Also, we've got electric and hydraulic power established, so we can turn the yaw damper on.
United 2031 Heavy monitor tower 135.3 today.
135.3.
MCP, yeah, this is the McFaddy. And to double check that your flight plan is in and everything is looking good, we're going to turn the flight directors on. We should get VNAV and LNAV if they align. So because the first waypoint here, Razorback, very close, you'd probably get vectors. We're not going to turn LNAV on until we take off. So we'll put instead the runway heading, which is 157 degrees.
35, good day, 74.
select 25 degrees on the roll limit, and we'll do heading select for takeoff. You see it armed on the PFD. So heading select, VNAV, and you got your V speeds.
Citation 903 Mike Charlie, ground hold short of taxiway Golf and expect runway 34 left.
Hold short of Golf, we'll expect 34 left.
So we're basically ready for passengers and stuff. Pre-plan our pushback.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
How's it look now?
Yeah, someone showed up, Joe Jordy. He was here the other day, and he was asking about how to use SimBrief, or what I use to do flight planning and stuff. He had no idea what any of that stuff meant, so I was just treating the first part of this like I would a tutorial for SimBrief. So if anyone wanted to know how you do all that stuff with the 737, there you go. Normally I'd be shit talking with you guys. APU time. An aft fuel tank on left aft. That's the APU fuel tank. Quick to run and wait for a second, then hold for 5 seconds on start. You see the EGT coming up now in the APU. And we can hear it.
Citation 3 Mike Charlie behind the southwest from my 34 left, taxi straight ahead.
34 left, straight ahead behind the southwest. 3 Mike Charlie.
And to double check we're getting power, we're going to switch this to APU Gen. So still at 0 over here. Once we get numbers, that means it's making electrical power from the plane.
4476 behind
And
United,
this
runway
little
34
blue light
left,
will turn
taxi to
on.
Golf and Whiskey Alpha.
Alright, behind United, 34 left, Golf Whiskey Alpha, 4476.
Don't need a beacon on until you're ready for pushback and engine start. So you turn the beacon on when you're ready for your pushback. So the blue light for APU came on, and you can verify we're getting electricity from the APU now, so we can switch that onto the bus. And we'll disconnect the ground power. See ya. And you can hear the air conditioning running, so we're going to stop the cleaning and loading, and we'll start loading passengers.
Delta 2333, the RJ will wait on you.
Thank you, Delta 2333.
Southwest 1606, monitor tower 135.3, good day.
South 1606, good day.
Close her door. As soon as the flight attendants let us know that everything is loaded, we can get started.
Charlie, monitor tower 135.3, good day.
Monitor tower, good day.
There you go. So we got no fuel in the center tank. We don't need to turn on the center pumps. You're just going to get a warning if you do. So turn on all of your fuel pumps. Double check we're good up here. Yaw damper is on.
United 830, monitor
Fuel
tower
is good.
135.3, good day.
United 830, good day.
Get the seatbelts in the on position. Start our window heat. Air conditioning is set up, and we're good to go. Now,
1824, taxi via Bravo Sierra.
Thomas.
gotta adjust the seat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on the checklist in here too. That's why I don't use the checklists. Ain't nobody adjusting those seats. Alright, we're good to go. So we'll get the beacon on now. Probably get rid of those chocks too, eh?
Delta 2333, monitor tower 135.3, good day.
2333,
Request pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I can't remember what airline it was. There was a pilot that was arrested last week or the week before for being drunk, getting on an airplane. Before, during, and after. Yeah, guys, alcohol is a performance-enhancing drug for me. It wouldn't be fair to the other pilots.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Double check the sounds. Also, hand flying the entire flight. This livery is so cool. Whoever did this, good job.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
See ya.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
There we go. So, we need some duct pressure, boys. To get that a little bit higher, we're going to turn the packs off. That's going to help us start the engines. Packs are off. We're going to go engine start right one first, switch that to ground. And watch N2. Down here, this guy, when it gets to 20%, then we're going to give it fuel. Lurking mode, Kevin. Have fun lurking.
Delta 2641, thanks. Delta 2641, runway 28 ice pad, taxi via Tango Charlie. Tango Charlie to 28 ice pad, Delta 2641.
Melon doesn't strike me as a cocaine type. That little click means that we're basically started here. We'll go to Gen 2. You can see that's producing electricity. So we're going to switch the starter to continuous, which will leave it on for takeoff, and go back to engine number 1. Left engine, same thing.
United 270, we're ready to push from Bravo 15, and we're
Get your caps together.
Yeah, 270 ground, roger. Let Delta pass behind you first, and then push back to approach. After Delta, push through United 270. Southwest 287, ready to taxi, negative DIs. So 287, runway 28 taxi via Tango uniform. Tango uniform 2E, Southwest 287.
Gen 1. So you see Gen 1, both are
Operation
producing
complete.
electricity.
Set parking brake.
There you go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So generators, engine gens, we'll get those on the bus. Now the APU is off, we can turn the APU off. Turn off the APU bleed, engine bleeds on, and you can see duct pressure came back down, packs back to auto, and we're basically set. Done up here. Probe heat.
Southwest 546 is ready to taxi, negative DI. Southwest 546, runway 28, follow company from the right on Tango. Runway 28, follow company off or right on Tango, Southwest 546.
Are we there yet? To push back? Yes, we are there.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
See ya.
Ground Omni 507 is clearing at hotel going to...
I'll miss you, buddy.
Omni 507 Heavy, ground taxi to the ramp via Papa Bravo. Papa Bravo.
Auto brakes, RTO. Flaps are set. Controls are checked. Recalled. Engine gen is on. I think we're ready to go. Fellas. Taxi lights. Thank you, Melon. Thank you, Kevin.
Short of Papa on Charlie, United 270.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just...
Not when I'm flying, it's not. There's some shiny ass tarmac here.
Use remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then
388 ground taxi to parking via Tango.
the vest over your head.
Taxi Viking via Tango, Southwest 388.
Ooh, look at that windsock. Chances of a 40-mile final not quite as high as you'd think, because the arrival is going to take us over the airport, and then we'll have vectors to final, so I can set up however I want to, but we're probably just going to go direct to our initial approach fix. Gotta get stabilized, buddy.
Ground citation 990 Mike Foxtrot, signature ready to taxi. Citation 990 Mike Fox, ground runway 33 right, taxi via Quebec. 33 right via Quebec, 0 Mike Fox. Yeah, 270 just passed behind the heavy Omni there to the de-ice. Behind the Omni, we see him United 270.
Fast taxi approved, as Melon would say.
Ground FedEx 694 heavy with whiskey, ready for the pushback. FedEx 694 heavy, ground, hold the push. Hold push. Southwest 1583 going Charlie 11. Southwest 1583 ground taxi via Papa Echo Tango Alpha to the ramp. Papa Echo Tango Alpha to the ramp, Southwest 1583.
Is it long distance? Do you accept the charges?
Omni 507, what stand were you going to back there?
They said Mach 17.
Roger, thank you.
See you have the number for that truck driving school we saw on TV the other day?
FedEx 694 heavy, push back your discretion for departure. Push back discretion, FedEx 694 heavy.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good
Good flight.
Let's see. Lights. Strobe lights. And we are good up there.
Port ground.
Transponder
Good morning.
TARA.
Let's see, we are Southwest 1912, Bravo 11.
Double check down here. Config is checked, flaps are set, stabilizer trim not set. 4.9.
Car discretion, Southwest 1912, thanks.
MCP, the McFaddy is set, transponder is on, strobe lights are on, and landing lights are on.
Ground Southwest 485 is ready.
Let's go. Elapsed time. Switch you to tower.
28 take.
On the auto throttle.
Turn right, cross from my turn right, then contact ground. Have a good one. Turn right, cross 31 right, and then we'll contact ground Southwest 1692. Good day, sir.
Tower 671 Whiskey Mike, 2500 with you on the visual for 31 center.
671 Whiskey Mike, Midway Tower, descend your discretion, run 31 center, clear to land.
40% and stabilize.
Descend our
Press this button
discretion, clear
to
land,
arm
31
auto
center,
throttle, and we're off.
Southwest 810, no delay on the roll, turn right heading 110, runway 31 center, clear for takeoff.
80 knots.
Okay, 110, clear for takeoff. Runway 31 center, Southwest 810.
Southbound Whiskey Mike, turn left on runway 4 left.
V1,
you got it.
rotate.
Cross 31 left, then ground point 65, good day.
Whiskey Mike, look up.
Positive rate. $400.
Southwest 1254, Midway Tower, runway 31 center, line up and wait, give minutes for the runway inspection.
Line up and wait, 31
I'm gonna get LNAV on. We're gonna do back down to the FMC here real quick. Double check, click, copy into the top page there, execute, and then we're gonna switch to LNAV. Now the flight directors are gonna tell us which direction to go.
Southwest 1254, turn to left heading 250, runway 31 center, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 31 center, turn 250, Southwest 1254.
Southwest 562, Midway Tower, runway 31 center, line up and wait.
31 center, line up and wait, Southwest 562.
I don't care. I'm flying for myself, not for you guys.
Southwest 562, turn right, heading 110, runway 31 center, clear for takeoff.
Heading 110, runway 31 center, clear for takeoff, Southwest 562.
Zero 01 in 1 Charlie, I am showing a little bit of weather of light precipitation on the west side of that. Just let me know if you're having any issues with it. Irrigated area 1 Charlie, 2 Charlie, 56 and approved.
It's approved, and we'll go.
My philosophy is that if I entertain myself, eventually other people will be entertained. If they're not, that's okay. They can go watch John fly.
Yeah, 01, check. Yeah, 01.
01, go ahead.
I don't really get what makes people successful flight sim streamers, because all those guys pretty dry. Although really, how exciting can you make flight simming?
Charlie 3, Charlie.
Seems like the kind of thing that would be only fun for the person who's doing it. Don't know. You guys are weird. There you go. About 9,000 feet. We'll turn on the autopilot now.
35 Quebec, inbound 25 Romeo 4.
Number 2635, Quebec, control departure radar contact. Clear your altitude, you can proceed on course.
Altitude is 1,200 going to 1,700, proceeding on course. 35 Quebec.
So one thing,
Altitude is your discretion.
typically I'm using VNAV because we're not using real air traffic control, but if you wanted to do like air traffic control, so you've got the climb page here, which is going to give you your speed, target speed and your econ speed. So if ATC told you to change flight levels, you would change your altitude, then hit level change and select the speed that is showed on the climb page of the FMC. That'll give you your best climb performance. We can turn our lights off now because we're above 10,000 and we'll get these seatbelts on auto.
Jedi 605, maintain 10,000.
So leaving 2,800 for 10,000.
I'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution
Delta Juliet, temperature 15,000 for 11,000 Charlie.
articles that may have shifted.
Over 916 Delta Juliet, Tower Key approach, expect the ILS runway 27 approach.
To use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it will be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water and juices,
That is 900 Delta Juliet, maintain 3,000.
as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
Juliet, but do you have information, Charlie?
Complimentary for our first
We do.
class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete...
How are we doing up here? Let's double check the weather. We can start preparing for some things in the future. So we're going to Houston right now. The weather is, let's see if it's still the same. Winds 180 at 15 knots, gusting to 19.
Number 6
Nice.
Delta Juliet, fly heading 330.
So still planning
that's
on
the
1-3? So got approach here. ILS frequency is 111.3, which I'm going to put in down here on the nav computers. 111.3. Put it on both sides just in case. And the approach course is 132 degrees.
November 916 Delta Juliet, 900 miles from Palm First 6, turn left heading 300, maintain 3,000, control established on the localizer, cleared ILS, running speed 7 approach.
I'll still establish, cleared ILS, approach, 6 Delta Juliet.
18,000 feet, it's trans altitude, so we'll switch out to standard. And let's see, minimums for our approach 13 right, 250 feet.
I would just verify clear to land for 916 Delta Juliet. Just broke out runway side. 916 Delta Juliet, from clear to land, runway 27. It's right at 650 feet. Copy that.
Limo 235, roger maintain VFR at or below 3,000 en route to your location. The short altimeter is 3017. You're cleared through the tower.
3017, maintain 3,000 feet and not cleared yet into the Bravo, is that correct?
Yes, you are cleared through the tower.
Then Alaska 1367 at 340.
Alaska 1367, center, good evening.
Good evening.
Dallas Fort Worth Center and approach control for Houston is going to be 120.05. Nice. Now we have nothing to do but look out the window.
Western 1101 is area of moderate to extreme precipitation along
Is
your
it
route.
Saturday there? What are y'all doing tonight?
About 10 miles or so. You probably need to deviate. If you do, please let me know. The worst of it starts in about
Do a little
40
jig?
miles.
Standing Southwest 3634, 340, climate 370.
Southwest 3634, center, good evening.
Today we're driving to the city that's like, I don't know, about an hour and a half away to go shoot shotguns, which is, shooting guns in Korea is an interesting phenomenon. Like, I've been to a shooting range where we shot pistols before, and the guns they're like, there's a big metal cable, and it runs through the trigger guard, which feels really uncomfortable, but it makes it so you can't move the guns laterally or vertically, really, so it's kind of like one of those things that you have like at a carnival. Not sure how the shotguns are going to be.
Place 75 Delta 401, good day.
It's also shooting clays, which I've never done before, so we'll see how I do with that.
United 118, fire maintain, play level 330.
Up to 330 now, United 118.
Good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, I'd like to welcome you on board. We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside. We're just.
Oh, that was the wrong speech. Man, this one, the level off speech, son of a... Can't do anything right.
Center West Jet 1101. Yeah, it's West Jet 1101. We had originally started deviating to the right. I think we're going to go to the left. It looks like a better track for us, if that's okay.
That's more than fine. Sir, you can deviate if necessary. My radar may not be as good as yours. It looks like going to the right may be a little bit better when you are right now, though. What are you saying?
Yeah, this is the next
The most timid air traffic controller ever.
Yeah, there looks like a bunch of cells there. We'll head off to the left here, about probably 30 or 40 miles.
Yeah, we'll do what we want. We'll tell you what we're going to do.
Okay, so what I'm showing is that you're 11 to let's call it 2 o'clock. And maybe not even, sorry, maybe 1 o'clock in about 15 miles. Distance the steer stuff. Now, I don't know what the stops are on that, but you're going to be going through that on that 50 heading. And then past that, it does get worse to the south. It's so hard to, it's everywhere. But the worst of it is about what I'm showing you. It's the next 20 miles, and then it lasts about 50 miles on your route of sight.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we'll give this heading a shot here, and it looks like we're up most of it. There's a few that are probably up at around the 45,000 foot area, but we're pretty good on this track right now.
Okay. Unit 118, contact center 132.42. You have a good day.
Understand 12442.
132.42.
All right, sorry about that. 13242, United 118.
Reach 197, contact center 121.37, 2137. Have a good day.
2137, reach 1972.
American 1111, contact center 126.47. You have a good day.
12647, American 1111 tonight.
West 1101, contact center on 133.87. Have a good day.
3387, thanks for the help, West.
Southwest 3634, contact center 132.42. Have a good day.
3242, Southwest 3634.
Alaska 1367, contact center 121.37. Have a great day.
2137, you as well, Alaska 1367.
Taylor 3797, contact 9126.75. Have a good day.
2675, so 3797.
Let's see, 233 nautical miles to top of descent. Saying 0025 Zulu.
Lakes, one arrival into
About an
Detroit.
hour and 20 minutes.
I'm just looking at this weather, and it may look like
Long
if
one
we
today.
just go walleye and then head down Lakes 1, it might keep us out of that.
So you're basically gonna stay on your present heading, and when I get you over to Cleveland, they're gonna be vectoring you around into the airport.
Okay, you want present heading right now then?
If you need to deviate, deviations are approved when able by heading 100.
Deviation approved, 100 when able, Delta 2959, thank you.
Delta 2959, descend and maintain flight level 23023.
Down to 230, Delta 2959.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened.
320, picking up lights, moderate turbulence at 370, all the right ahead.
I would say light top areas are continuous light top.
Meanwhile,
Nothing
please
worse
sit
than
back,
lights
relax,
being
enjoy
reported.
the
I'll
trip
have
with
you
us.
over to Cleveland in 2 minutes, and I'll be able to give you a more updated report going further use.
Thank you.
No worries.
McFaddy, are you still on there? Here's a question for you. You're a computer guy. Have you been watching the screenshots and videos and stuff, the teasers for FS 2020? Is that going to be like a GPU melter or what?
Roger.
Light South 3129, passing 8.4 for 190.
I'm struggling to understand how that works. I'm trying not to get my hopes up for it either, but it looks incredible so far. Oh yeah, good. Just in time for me going back to the States where I'm going to have shit internet connection again. Son of a... That's one of the things that makes me hesitant about it, though. Like, I want it to be high fidelity in terms of, I don't know, systems quality and stuff like that. And I think if they're building it partly for consoles, I don't expect that to be the case.
119.95.
In some places, I guess. I know Atlanta was talking about Google Fiber, but I don't know if it's there yet. Plus, I'm going to be living like 20, 30 miles outside of Atlanta.
Climbing through 17.2 for flight level 230, 280 knots.
Skywest 4930, Center Roger, reduce to 270.
Move to Chattanooga? Nah, dog.
270 knots now for Skywest 4930.
It's got to be other places. I'm sure that it's going to be ubiquitous after a while. Yeah, Mellon had it before he moved back to Nebraska. I just thought you had a cold. You moving back? Again, he's going round trip.
Skywest 4930, contact at 125.72. Tribe 175, contact center 128.37.
237, 6 miles,
About that, what, you gonna tell us or not? You just leave us hanging.
Heavy, 14,500, climbing 17,280 knots, max.
Controller 243 Heavy, center roger, resume normal speed, climb
Oh.
shape at level 230.
Level 230.
Thought you had some news to share.
243.
What's the flooding doing there now? Y'all done with that?
And Delta 1678, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, Delta 1678.
What about the part where you're at? You underwater?
Track 243, clear direct idle.
Thank you, Bowler 243, direct idle.
Or you think because of the weather it's gonna screw up systems that you're gonna have to go deal with? How's the job? Has it gotten any better for you?
Compass 5844, center 119er, point under 5.
119er, 95, compass 5844.
Man, these screenshots for this new flight simulator game are insane. I wonder if Austin's shitting his little britches.
JetBlue 1006, climb and maintain, flight level 230, leaving 15,000, resume normal speed.
I maintain,
Yeah, it's looking like it, man. They keep dripping out these promo videos and screenshots. I made my wallpaper one of those shots, the one of the TBM wing. Holy cow. Yeah, well, I don't understand how that works, though. I mean, it's not like they can just... Well, I mean, if they abandon Nebraska, somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack. There's always going to be a need for IT guys, right?
7,280 knots when able.
Skyway 3401, center roger, upon maintain for level 230, resume normal speed.
Fine, 230, Sky 601.
Skywest 3401, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, Sky 3401.
This screenshot is what I'm talking about. Holy moly, that rustled my jimmies, boys.
November Sierra 1 Delta Victor, contact on our 125.8.
25.8, we'll see 1 Delta Victor.
Also, moving clouds, the waves look insane. Yeah, that's my new wallpaper. Had to.
And Delta 1383, no, my airspace doesn't start until 14, but I'm watching down to 11 east, and there's not anything down there. It might be the Boeing 73, which now he's direct wild, so we've offset just a little bit. If you want a vector off course, just let me know.
No, we just hit one big bump, so we were just curious, that's all.
Okay, roger that, not a problem.
Yeah, go here. There's a bunch of other promotional screenshots that just look nuts. You get used to a game where you think that that's kind of the pinnacle of technology, playing X-Plane, talked about how good the night looks and all that kind of stuff, but then seeing these screenshots makes it look primitive.
1995, you did have a great day, sir. 3926.
The water video that you posted the other day, like that blows my mind. I don't know how that's supposed to work.
We'll have normal speed in about 3 minutes.
Roger, Southwest 36.
It's gonna be kind of hard when it looks that juicy. I'll see what the PC requirements are, though.
That was 2993, point level 240.
I mean, people say that. I have no idea what to expect. You would know better than I would.
Arrival is maintain 15,000. The San Diego altimeter is 298.
Well, judging from those, we got a TBM. That's a good, positive thing. You got the DA62. I saw a Caravan in there in one of the other promo things. Where's that link at? What else we got?
3064, you can resume normal speed.
Normal speed, Southwest 64.
It looks like there's some sort of McFaddy Cub. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I didn't know that either. That kind of sucks. I just generally don't like subscription services. First job, I'm unemployed basically. Technically, I'm still on contract till the end of the month, but you know, I got no work to do. Petabyte of scenery, but it's a streaming thing.
Yeah, just curious, people that make it so it looks like that weather's been...
I don't know, I'm curious to hear more of an explanation of what's going on the tech side.
3411, that's well outside of my airspace. Contact 119.95 and he may have some further information. If not, the next frequency down will definitely know it's there. Just have a good day. 1995.
Alright, 1995, Ghost 3411, thanks.
What is the data cap, though? I mean, McFaddy's the only person that I've ever talked to in real life who's gotten the data cap notice. It's so high. I mean, everyone's got a data cap, but he's just the only person that I know that's ever gotten an actual warning about it from his ISP.
Center American 147, 11-4 for 17,000.
American 147, Center, roger, resume normal speed, climb and maintain for level 230.
Normal speed, flight level 230, American 147.
I would think, though, that the developers would know that that's going to be a limitation for some people then. Like I said, I'm interested to hear more about the tech side, like what they're planning on doing, how it's going to be implemented. So you got 4K Netflix, and then you're going to have Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah, your data limits are going to be hit for sure. Where are we?
American 899 up on our good afternoon, climb and maintain for level
Dallas.
230.
Flight level 230, American 899.
And porn. You watch a lot of porn, Melon? Just 30 seconds at a time, eh? That got Finn's attention. Well, what's your data limit there in Australia, Kevin? Well, I mean, I could tell you where we're at by waypoints, but I don't know what that
American
means.
147, clear direct wild.
Cameron 1 Cool, welcome. Like Charlie Victor Echo via, I don't know what that is. Apparently, it is... Here, we'll all look together.
Center Peak, drive 1725, 10,007, climbing 230, Brisbane.
Take track 175, center, resume normal speed.
Here we go. Charlie Victor Echo, what are you? Cowboy Dallas. That's rude. Rude. I'm here, guys. I can see what you're writing about me. Must be embarrassing for you. Fortunately for me, it looks like the winds have died down a little bit in Houston. Maybe unfortunate for you. 170 knots.
1875, for by 32.
No more gusting 21. Thank you, McFaddy. If there's one thing that I struggle to imagine, I think that would be pretty high up there in the lists. Melon as a hitman. Go hard no on that, fam.
American 724 with you.
Yeah, what kind of people are you hitting?
Okay, last call, figure. American 724 with you 370.
American 724, set a record.
I ain't paying you to hit nobody. I'm a pacifist. And what would you do if someone paid you to kill yourself? McFaddy just doesn't care enough. Answer my question, Melon. Would you, as a hitman, would you hit yourself?
223 Charlie, got Center 128.75.
Sorry, say again, 323 Charlie.
223 Charlie, Center 128.75.
28.75, 323 Charlie.
The payment was in advance? Like, how far in advance? And would you charge more for that?
742, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Really? I mean, if you got no next of kin, the payment could be small. You just run up a bunch of credit if you're gonna die anyway. But who's gonna pay you to kill yourself in 50 years? They want it done now. I mean, I want it done yesterday. No offense.
JetBlue 321, contact Center 133.1.
Can see the top of descent. 74 miles. JK, we love you.
In 110, turn 10 degrees left, vector traffic.
10 left, vacate, 110.
Should you need 20 for the dead, 10 for the bod? I mean, disposal. Yeah, well, I'm curious. I've never met a hitman before. Also, not a very good business plan to be reluctant to answer questions to potential customers. The important thing is that you made it. Full rich, baby.
Delta 30 with you, flight level 370.
Delta 30, center record.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
128.75.
What she's up to.
12875 for American 92.
All of our favorite prison. Why are my engines on fire? No, I mean, I remember when she first got, I think it was the Embraer, she didn't understand that there was a torque limit in the, you're supposed to look at torque in ITT, and she kept having her engines catch fire on takeoff because she's just firewalling it. So that's not how turboprops work.
190. Back in 9 or 4, center roger, climb and maintain.
24, how many flights was that?
I maintain 370, American.
I remember when Dingo had to break it down, it's like, you know the parentheses mean a loss, right? I wonder how much she was netting personally for those.
Flight call, American 94. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Also, what's the word on that new FSE kind of thing that was supposed to be the competitor for FSE? What I can't remember what that's called.
So send it up to 14, flight level 330.
No, we just banned her.
Up to 14, that's center, right?
No. There's like a different flight sim economy thing that, remember Ither was doing like PR work or IT stuff for the guys. Yeah, it has like a newer, well, it looks newer, a better UI. I can't remember what it's called.
742, got a 128.75 today. 128.75, American 742, good day. Virgin 110, direct Ebony, climb and maintain flight level 370.
That'd be interesting to get in on like a news service where not all of the important FBOs are already bought or owned by other VAs. I'd probably be a little bit more, I don't know, enthused about participating in that.
The 974, Canuck Center, 118.42 today. 1842, 974, good day.
Hell yeah. That's the other thing about FSC is there's a lot of hubs. I mean, obviously Atlanta's a busy airport, but there's other airports that you'd imagine have much more lucrative or much more jobs in general. Like LAX, for example. That's a massive international airport, and there's not even that many jobs coming in or out of FSC. And I guess part of that is, you know, player base coming in and out. More jobs or more people taking jobs makes more. I don't know how that works exactly, but I would just expect there to be more jobs in places like that. It got annoying trying to find a route that I could do for a flight that I would enjoy doing. To be honest, I haven't tried to do FSE since that last time where I canceled a job activating the replay. That was probably a month ago.
They want us to stay at 23 until we get to Nantucket and shoot up to 310.
30 miles, let's see.
23 request Ireland.
Say 5,000 feet for vectors. Yeah, see, I'd do that. I like flying the 350, give me a reason to. He should.
1842, Virgin, welcome.
¿Por qué no los dos? Senor McFetty? Yeah, exactly. You like the TBM? It's pretty cool, right? It's like that, but with 2 engines. Kevin probably could get a game of Tarkov in after this, but I gotta leave at some point because I'm going out of town for the day. I feel like I should get a run in to wipe the taste out of my mouth from getting unceremoniously murdered last night. Well, we tried not to. Didn't really work out that way, though.
Yeah, 4760, maintain flight level 240 now, please. 240, come on, 4760.
Yeah, we were screwed anyway. No, it wasn't anyone's fault. That's the way Takeoff is. Takeoff giveth and Takeoff taketh away. We killed those two guys the match before, and we got all that sweet loot, and then the very next one we got killed. And to be fair, we were camping a spot, so probably deserved it anyway.
Target 736, contact 124.52 today. 124.52, American 736, good day.
However, in our defense, we were camping because we were waiting to cross the road and heard someone on the other side. It was like defense camping. Here we go. 2 miles.
American 740, climb and maintain flight level 370. Climb maintain flight level 370, American 740. What's the frequency for 736? I think we're on that one. 2452? 736, I'm sorry, 118.42, 1842. 1842, we'll go American 736. Delta 140, get ready to level, flight level 190. Delta 140, better roger, climb and maintain flight level 230. Delta 140, flight level 230. In 724, contact center 118.42 today. All right, 1842, American 724. So. Delta 14, direct Alex, climb and maintain flight level 350. Direct Alex, climb and maintain flight level 350, Delta 14. American 904, contact center 128.75 today.
Bob Ross sunset again. Just have it on track real world time. Perfect. It's gonna have a happy little 737.
Delta 30, we're picking up continuous flight at 370, and you arrive reports at 390.
Delta 30, unfortunately not, but I really haven't had any complaints for that.
Roger, thanks.
Oh, Vegemite sounds good. If someone gave you, Kevin, a jar of Marmite, would you be offended?
Sorry about Delta 30, I'd like to request 390.
Delta 30, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb maintain 390, Delta 30.
Good. I think I have the most recent one. I downloaded an update last week. Everything has worked exactly as I have expected.
Delta 140,
So far.
flight level 350, direct Nantucket.
The only issue that I was having before, though, I think, was with following FMC speeds on departure, but everything's worked okay today. Seems stable. Yeah, so that's why I asked. Like, to me, Vegemite and Marmite taste really similar. The only difference is that Marmite is, like, stickier.
Out of 14, Cadet Center, 118.42 today. 118.42, you too, Delta 14.
Makes me hungry, though. Vegemite and butter sandwich. Take one of some toast. Americans, McFaddy and Melon, have you guys had Vegemite or Marmite? Promite I've never even heard of. Assuming they probably all taste the same, though. It is a peculiar taste, I guess. It's not, most Americans not very fond of it. But when you put butter and some Vegemite on toast, it tastes kind of like, you know, a sharp cheddar or something. And you don't use a lot of it.
Center, good evening, Air France 019 Heavy.
Damn, I want some right now.
019, Center, Bradley. Direct to Vital. Direct to Vital, Air France 019.
Bryan, Texas. Joe Jordy, hey. You'll have to go back and watch the first part of this video because I did the SimBrief and FMC setup for you. Doing well, how about yourself?
Air France 019er, climb and maintain, flight level 270. Climb and maintain, flight level 270, Air France 019er.
No worries, have a good one, buddy.
300, Skippers 2259, better roger.
See how Houston's doing now. Winds 1708 knots. 10 miles visibility, no clouds, temperature 32. 3002.
The 140 cut center 128.75. Delta 142.8.75, good day.
Later, my man. Talk to you later.
France 019er, climb and maintain flight level 300. Climb and maintain flight level 300 from 019er.
Good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for our arrival, please.
Fire 37, climb and maintain flight level 360. To 360, JetBlue
I'm gonna
537.
go 18,000. Local altimeter.
Security of your seatbelt. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt. Any items from the overhead bins, please begin to refill them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
Checking in 350. Negative 720.
There is. Looks like a speedway. What are you?
Did say 360 for JetBlue 537, correct? JetBlue 537, affirmative 360. Thank you. Direct Manta.
Direct Manta, JetBlue 2259.
Delta 30, got a clear at 128.75.
12875, good day, Delta 30.
American 740. What are the ride reports like
Max,
up to
how you doing,
37
buddy?
and 39, you know? I have some white traffic at 37, I don't know about 39. Thanks. Any chance we can request 390 for final? We'll give it a try.
Doing well, thank you.
I guess 745, I did follow 390.
Double check we're getting set up. Auto brakes are armed.
Farm
Course is
390,
set
American
for the
740.
ILS 13 right. ILS frequency 111.3 is in the nav computers. And we're coming up in 10,000. Seatbelts are on.
Air France 019er, climb and maintain flight level 350. We climb and maintain level 350 upon 019er. Number 2259, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Level 240, JetBlue 2259.
I was definitely looking at Bob Ross painting in here now. Holy moly. This is what I was talking about. I mean, X-Plane can look really, really good, but then seeing those screenshots now from FS 2020, it makes it look primitive. That's crazy. Still no 737 in FS 2020 yet. Alright, we're actually getting pretty close to the airport. We're going to switch it to approach control.
Approach, hello, it's Elite 638, 9000.
And a tower at 118.7 for Houston.
Elite 638, search to maintain 4000.
70 to 4000, we have field sight for 638.
There's one spark coming off, and then I'll have your clearance after you get that your way. Charlie, just going to maintain 3000.
Tower 3000, good tower. So, still over 118, descending through 9,200 for 6,000, heading 285 with information kilo. Wings 118, approach, good morning, expect the visual approach, runway 35. Expect visual 35, still over 118.
Approach 828, Papa Golf, 13,000.
828 Papa Golf, approach altimeter 3009, I've lowered for about 7 miles.
2098, Papa Golf.
We're coming up at 10,000 feet, so we'll get these guys back going.
1926 Alpha approach, altimeter 3009, advise when you have the weather at Jack Edwards expected. Here, 8 Papa Golf, is going to maintain 10,000.
0,000. Approach, A1 Echo 115 is at 2,200.
Maybe 1 Echo 1 with approach, roger.
Gave me 10,000 and we're descending to 10-3 now.
November 26 Alpha, route traffic is at 12 o'clock, 3 miles maneuvering 8,200, indicated Alvor before you passing that traffic.
26 Alpha.
Very Papa Golf, it's going to maintain 5,000.
8 Papa Golf, have a 10,000 for 5,000.
Wings 118, advise when you get from side swap to 1 o'clock and 5 mile. Airport inside, 201 118. Wings 118, clear visual approach, runway 35. Clear visual approach, 35, Wings 118.
Confirm the heading was 010 for Delta 1078.
Delta 1078, affirmative, 010 on the heading.
010 Delta 1078. Just a little closer, we won't cancel it.
Confirm 26 Alpha, that's fine, you are clear for the visual approach.
Visual 26 Alpha.
Getting there. We're going to have to vector around because it's going to fly us perpendicular over the airport. So let's see, next heading 042.
Number 6459.
I think that's the airport.
Were you wanting 6,000 as a final?
Just backed in and they approved it.
Okay, so yeah, no problem. I just want to make sure you didn't want higher. We did have icing reports about 30 miles west of your position at 10,000 as well. So we'll just leave you there at 6.
Charlie, thank you.
Yeah, so Jabs is the IAF for 13 right. So 15 miles that way. Actually going to go into vertical speed mode so I can control that. I'm going to stay at 240 knots for now.
American 26 Heavy out of 13-4 descending to the R-man with Victor.
American 26 Heavy, SoCal approach, reduce speed is 250 now and comply with the rest of the speeds on the arrival. Expect the ILS runway 24 left approach.
250 knots, comply with the rest of the speeds, 24 left approach, American 26 Heavy.
Love seeing little cars and stuff driving around down there.
Descend to the R-man as always, American 26 Heavy.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw this in the Discord, there's apparently car chases. I was flying probably like 8,000 or 9,000 feet, and I saw a light moving really fast along a road, which I thought was an airplane. And I zoomed in, it was a police car.
United 453, the airport is 1 to 2 o'clock and 20 miles. Inside United 453. United 453, flighting 325, join final, clear visual approach, runway 35 right. 325 to join the final, and we'll join 35 right, United 453. United 453 are cleared for the visual approach, runway 35 right. Next clear for the visual 35 right, United 453. Southwest 5498, the airport 3 o'clock and 10 miles.
I guess I just got lucky that one time because it was right before all the city lights had come on and all the other car lights weren't on either, so it was easy to see just one flashing light. Like now if you look down there, there's tons of cars and stuff, but it was really obvious at that point.
Air number 1. Roger.
We are on vectors. We're going to go heading select mode. There's downtown Houston.
Plus 773, cross time on at 210 knots, contact approach 123.85. Good day.
Time on 210 knots and taking the freak chart.
Frequency is 123.85.
2385, that was 753. Southwest 5498, turn right, heading 325, join final, cleared, visual approach, runway 35 right. Heading 325, cleared for the visual 35 right, Southwest 5498.
Oh, there's our airport. I don't know what I'm looking at up here. What airport is that?
UBS 2802 Heavy, descend and maintain 9,000.
I know 9,000.
KIH, that's the big Houston one.
Southwest 5813, turn right heading 280, maintain 10,000.
Right turn heading 280, descend to 10, 10,000, southwest 5813. You want a speed?
Southwest 5813, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots, southwest 5813.
Southwest 5498, maintain 17 knots for greater till Franz, over Franz, contact the tower 133.3.
333 over Franz, 150 knots. Can we get your southwest 5498? Southwest 6333, descend and maintain 900,000.
Turn downwind.
UBS 2802 Heavy, descend and maintain 8,000, turn right heading 260.
Right 260 down to 8,000, UBS 2802.
Thousand to go.
Southwest 5813, flighting 330, intercept 35 right, localizer.
Heading 330, intercept 35 right, localizer, southwest 5813. Is 210 descending via the Teller 2. We have Tango.
Skywest 5684, approach expected, we'll approach runway 35 left.
We'll expect 35 left, Sky 5684.
FedEx 701 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
FX 701 out of 5.
Alright, we're gonna go direct jabs. That's our initial approach fix. So just gonna copy that into the scratch pad, back into the top where the purple is, execute, and then switch back to LNAV. It's gonna be 2,000 feet, which is 7 miles, plenty of time.
Hitting Blue Streak 5049, switch out, just leveling 10, 10,000 hotel.
Blue Streak 5049 will approach, expect 17 left.
17.
FedEx 701 Heavy is 6 miles from Churchill Pier left, heading 200, maintain 3,000, so South localizer, cleared ILS, runway 17 right approach.
200 to intercept at 3,000, FedEx 701, cleared the ILS 17 right.
Yes,
Space 9105 Heavy is 8 miles from Spires, cross Spires that are above 4,000, cleared ILS runway 17 on approach. 701 Heavy, keep your speed up as much as feasible and contact Dart 124.2. Have a nice day.
24-7 Wilco, FedEx 701, good day.
24-2.
24-2.
I am landing. We're about to turn on the final approach here. Going to arm the approach. Actually,
Booster 5049, that's going to maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,000, boosting 5049.
this is kind of a crazy approach. I'm at 2,000 feet at jabs. We're going to be flying straight by downtown.
That was
Look at that.
5559, 5 miles from Sharon. Cross Sharon at 5, it's all 10 center approach, maintain 200 knots.
Cross Sharon at 5, clear 10 center, and 210 on the speed now, Sky with 5559.
That's nuts.
Cat 274 at Ray, contact tower 120.75. At Ray, tower 2075.
Let's do this. Double check our approach speed. Flaps 40 at 140 knots. Localizer is captured, and we're still waiting on the glide slip to come in.
Cargo serving 940, descending via the, on the 17-1 via the Shane 1 with November. 940 approach, see runway 10 center. That's center, roger.
Lieutenants, please prepare the cab for arrival.
Water 24721, they should maintain 7,000.
Set maintain 7,000, 4721.
Unfortunately, I deleted or I removed the landing rate plugin. We'll see. It is a little windy.
180 knots to Ray, contact tower Ray 12075.
180 to Ray, over to tower there, Sky with 5559.
Here we go.
Water 24721, connect approach 133.62.
362 for water 4721, good day.
Go ahead and disconnect the autopilot here. Get on the tower first. Tower.
Delta 9840, RNAV Delray, wind calm, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Nav to Delray, clear for takeoff, runway 24 left.
Oh, windy boy today. Good thing the winds aren't gusting like they were when we took off. Those winds were 15 gusting 21 before. Go ahead, disconnect the auto throttle as well. See ya.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Sky 6148, tower following a heavy 777, 2.5 mile final, caution wake turbulence, tropical hold in position, runway 24 left, clear to land. 24 left, clear land, sky 6148. Delta 9840, contact departure, good morning. Departure to you, Delta 9840.
500. 400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200.
Up to 5793 of tower, runway 24 left, line of way, traffic on a 7 mile final.
50.
24 left, line of way, compass 5793.
20. 10.
Expected the wind to push me a little bit further to the left before we touch down.
What's your gate?
130, Cafe 898.
Cafe 898 heavy, turn left at Alpha Alpha, left on Echo, then ground
80 knots.
0.65.
Alpha Alpha, left on ground, or excuse me, left on Echo, ground 65, Cafe 898.
Compass 5793, the wind is calm, turn left heading 210.
We all won.
Left, clear for takeoff. Left turn 210, 24 left, clear for takeoff, compass 5793. Tower, Redwood 1890, angling base 24 left. Redwood 1890, tower, good morning, you're flying an RJ on a 3 mile final traffic will hold in position right 24 left, clear land. Clear land, 24 left, Redwood 1890.
Ground 129. Where do I got a taxi now?
Our global partners, and especially your
Oh, we got a long
We'd
one.
like to thank you all for
For 953, you'll be in front of that Falcon, taxi Delta 9 Echo, full length and monitor tower.
Okay, behind the Falcon, Delta 9, 24 left, full length, zero, 953.
For 953, you'll be in front of the Falcon jet.
Correction, in front of the Falcon, and then we'll monitor tower, Springs 953.
High-speed taxi approved. Let me turn the strobes off here.
Falcon Bravo Hotel Alpha, follow the Spirit yellow Airbus on Echo to the full length.
Follow Spirit full length, Bravo Golf.
Delta 129, you call ready?
And Delta 129, we are ready.
Delta 129, thank you, runway 24 left, taxi via Echo to the full length.
Alright, Echo to the full length to 24 left.
It's cool you can see the city, though. I wonder what the maximum taxi speed is. We're at 30 knots right now.
For 1832, taxi up 2 Hotel Delta 10.
Up 2 Hotel Delta 10.
We're looking for hotel. There it is.
Falcon Bravo Hotel Alpha, monitor tower 133.9er.
339er, Bravo Hotel Alpha, good day.
Unit 2 Heavy, the Saudi is going to be moving here shortly after he clears. Continue to the gate.
Roger, Oscar Fatty, clear to the gate, New Zealand 3, thanks. I'm ready for push India. Delta 2204, push tail east.
Tail east, Delta 2204.
Ground 54, 4852 for gate 33 Alpha. That's 4852, 4852, taxi Echo Delta 10 to the gate. Echo Delta 10 to the gate, that was 4852. Sky, good afternoon, taxi via Bravo, Charlie 7 to the gate.
Bravo, Charlie 7, gate, thanks, 1231.
This was 1849 ground, taxi, Echo, Delta 8, Delta to the gate. Echo, Delta 8 to the gate, Delta.
And for ground, Delta
There
2204,
it
ready
is,
for
let's
taxi,
see.
still high medium.
Delta 2204, runway 25 right, taxi up to Holster Delta 10.
The APU on the bus before we turn the
Up to
engines
Holster
off,
Delta 10,
and
Delta
see ya.
2204.
Sky Spectrum 437 is on the other side of you.
Replay.
Compass 5793, contact departure.
Departure Compass 5793.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Where is our runway? Here? Yeah, sunset flights are the best. Last one, wing view.
Southwest 1111 Tower, good morning, right 24 left line from weight, traffic on a 5 mile final. Light point 24 left, Southwest 1111. Sky was 5148, left at Zulu, left on Echo, then ground point 65. Left on Zulu, left on Echo, ground 65, Sky was 5148. Southwest 111, wind calm, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 25 left, Southwest 1111. Southwest 1111, thanks, 24 left, clear for takeoff.
For 4852, that's 73 coming down, Delta, do we go behind?
You're number 1.
Okay.
Ground Southwest 346, we're 17 Alpha, we have India ready push.
Southwest 346, ground, I got traffic inbound, so hold on the gate, I'll call you back.
Roger, hold on the gate, Southwest 17 push.
Mamba Gator, welcome to the very end. Just arrived in Houston, pulling up to the gate at this time. I'm just watching a replay. No worries. Always a pleasure. You missed some Bob Ross painting sunset arrivals. It was good. What's up, guys? Let's go. Hello. Alright, boys. I'm out of here. Kevin, don't think I'm going to be able to play Takeoff with you today. I got to go get ready. Go shoot some shotguns today. We love ya. I'll message you tonight. See if you're around. See if you're available to play. Wait for the engines to shut down, but I'll see the rest of you guys later. Peace.